want you to check this out. This is a flute. Nothing terribly special. We bought it at a thrift shop. It needed minor repairs. I made the repairs, and now we're outside of my favorite game store that also happens to be a record store, instrument store, toy store, one of those multimedia buy-sell trade places, right? And recently on the channel, we traded in a trumpet. Quite similar as we're about to do today, where I took it inside, traded in, got a couple $100 trade-in credit from a couple trumpets, and we went and bought video games with it. And I enjoyed doing it so much. I enjoyed adding some nicer games to my video collection than the thrift store normally allows. And I decided we definitely should be doing more of this on the channel. So I'm not gonna promise that like every Monday we're gonna do a trade-in video. Right now it's just gonna have to be every time we have something worth trading in, we'll make a trade-in video. But I wanna make this an ongoing series. I wanna definitely make this a series that calls back to previous episodes, and we keep an ongoing conversation about trading stuff in to build our gaming and or toy collection. So I hope you might look forward to that. So when we go inside and trade this bad boy in, definitely perhaps comment below and let me know the kind of stuff you're seeing that you like, you think maybe I should be buying, because inevitably there's so much to look at in these stores. You're gonna see something my eyeballs probably don't even catch. All right, so shout it out. Let's go buy some video games. You down? You ready, Hannah?
Let's do it.
You excited? What are we buying? PlayStation 1 games?
We'll see.
Okay, well, we had a conversation last time we did this and asked if we really went hard on one single system, which one you guys thought it should be. And a lot of people were there with me on the PlayStation 1 front. It's a console I enjoy collecting for, and it's a console that this place usually has an okay selection of. So, I don't know, it might be PlayStation 1 games again today. We will see. Stick around to find out while we go shop Bookman's.
Thirsty? Hannah.
They've done a good little bit of restocking since we were here last. There's definitely some new stuff, and then there's a whole bunch of Switch games.
We've got Ring Fit and the Ring. That's pretty sweet. Trying to get some exercise. Got Rayman here, which I'm kind of interested in if it's one that I haven't played before. The Lion King and Aladdin classic remake. Super Mario Party, that would be fun. I'm excited to see a bunch of these Switch games have been restocked.
Check this out, it's kind of funny. There's a single pack of Marvel vs. cards for $4.50 and those tins for $8 with 4 packs. Interesting. There's a bunch of Dragon Ball Z Panini cards here. $5 a brick, I think. Yeah, we might have to get one of those. And then these grab bags. I actually quite enjoy the grab bags, just for filling holes in my collection. I think I'll just grab one. Let's just take that one. Should we get a Yu-Gi-Oh? Should we get a Yu-Gi-Oh with some fakes? There's a whole bunch of fakes in here. It's kind of funny. Super fake. There'll be something worth getting in here. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything that grabs me. We'll skip Yu-Gi-Oh today. Let's buy one of these bricks though. Let's add to the collection. Piccolo, Yamcha, Android 13. See, these are always difficult because I've now learned these are 4-card sets, and that's line number 3. Are the rest of them there? Should I buy it and risk it? Satan Tantrum, I like. You know what, let's just be bros. Let's just buy the biggest one. Let's buy that.
Saw a sign on the counter at the game section that said if you're trading in a Switch game, you get 75% store credit, 60% cash. So I guess they're really pushing for people to trade in some Switch games because we're desperately low last time we were here.
Now, unfortunately, I don't know if I should have them. Now, unfortunately, the most interesting thing I see in here are the space cards and the G.I. Joe cards. I don't see any Marvel or anything that's gonna make me jump for it, so let's leave it.
They have some really cute stuff in the dishes right now. Oh, that Maleficent mug is so cool. That's rad. Oh, those are cute. Oh, they're interlocking. That's sweet. Someone gets less coffee though. It's rip. Yeah. Those are kind of neat. Love these old thermoses. They're so cool. Oh, little Charlie Brown cup tucked in the back. That should definitely be up front. Just write that wrong real quick.
I really am feeling PlayStation 1 right now. It's just what I want. A very close second though are these Genesis games, like especially stuff like this. Man, I'd love to have that game. But making this series, I really feel drawn to just picking something specific and sticking with it and trying not to veer from it too much. I'm not saying I won't. I'm not saying I won't walk up to a shelf like this and find something I've just got to have. But because of that, because there's not really any PlayStation 1 stuff in the lockbox over here I'm dying for, I think we'll go to the other store in town that I can use this credit for and perhaps buy a PlayStation 1 game there if they have any. I like this. I like that a lot.
I always forget to check the board games over in this Bookman's because it is literally right next to the dishes. So I'm always like, oh, dishes, yay, dishes. But then I'm like, oh yeah, board games. We should check those. They've got a ton of stuff. It's kind of mind-boggling to look at it all. It's almost too much. I just like looking for vintage board games. Things that I had when I was a kid. Or, you know, Pokemon related things or things that we collect. Not seeing anything jumping out at me though. This is kind of cool. It's an Avatar giant figure with Aang and Appa. Appa's my fave. I feel like Pants reminds me of Appa, so I really like him.
Alright, I did find one thing that we were definitely going to buy. Go Power Rangers. Check this out too, best part. All comics are now $1. Super into that. Well, we can spare $1 for that, can't we?
I swear they have a mystery mini for everything, but I kind of want this. Imagine what I could get. Could I get something for Rugrats? Could I get maybe... I doubt they have anything from Our Real Monsters, so makes me a little bit not as excited about it, but I can't tell what the price is. It's on the back. It's back there.
Alright, here's what I think is going to be the most interesting thing about this series. We're going to go to the thrift store, making our normal videos, thrifting what we thrift, reselling our antique malls, to put some video games in our collection. And occasionally we're going to come across something like that flute or the trumpets we've previously traded in. I've got 3 flutes sitting at home. One that is beyond repair, one that is my nice one that I keep for myself because I can actually play it, and though I don't find much reason to actually play it, I like having it around so I can do that. And then, well, that's 2 I have at home now. That one I just traded in was the 3rd one, and it was one that I paid $10 or $15 for. I believe we paid 15 bucks for it, and I was a little worried bringing it in, and I was honestly going to bring another instrument I have laying around in today, but it was one we paid maybe $40 for, and I was pretty certain that that instrument and this flute that we just traded in were roughly only $80 to $100 instruments, and I happen to know if that's the case, at these trading stores, they usually will give you about half of the resale value in trade-in credit, and then even less in cash. So I was hoping when we went in there to get 50 or 60, and they gave us $40 trade-in credit. Now, that's always gonna be interesting, because I'm gonna leave the house a lot to shoot these videos, and honestly, I could probably be better served for putting that thing on Craigslist for 80 bucks, etc. So sometimes we're gonna run into that. I'm sure after I make 1,000 videos of us doing this kind of trading thing, I'm gonna have 1,000 comments about, well, why didn't you just sell it? It takes way more time and effort to sell these things, and I've got way too much other stuff to worry about selling. So I'm not gonna feel like, personally, I'm not gonna care, and I'm not gonna feel like I'm taking the L just getting $40 out of something like that I picked up at the thrift store for 10 or 15. I'm pretty happy about that. $40 should buy me 2 $20 PS1 games, or maybe even one really nice PS1 game, and I'll be actually really happy to go home and play. So I say that to say, come back next time we do this episode. Before we had this channel, we did some pretty crazy trade-in stuff where I brought home $300-400 at a time in trading credit. I wish I had that stuff on video, but I don't. But I'm hoping, you know, next time we go do this trade-in, it might be 3 instruments. I don't know. But I do know I want to get to that other store and I want to spend this money. Hopefully they have something there worth buying, because I didn't see anything I was ready to jump at in there. I don't know. Did you guys see anything in there you were excited to see? Let me know in the comments below, and then stick around so we can go to the other store and shop. And then also, I think at the end of this video, I'm going to start doing something, because this is going to be an ongoing series where I'll talk numbers. I'll say, here's how much we've spent, here's how much we've traded up for, and I'm kind of hoping a year from now, these videos will have a really big number at the end of this video. Like, we'll have spent $1,000, traded it up to $10,000, and here's the value of video games that we have at the end of it. I like this idea. I'm feeling pretty excited about it. But let's get out here, because it's hot. It's a hot day here in Phoenix. All right, we have driven all the way across town to the other Bookmans in town. We are gonna spend that store credit. I've lost my Nintendo shades. Okay, it's ripped. Just can't see anything. It's kind of hard really to explain how bright the sun is here in Phoenix. I never experienced this back across the country, Kentucky, where I'm from, St. Louis, Missouri, where she's from. Thank you. I just can't, I don't know, the sun, I don't know if I've got sensitive eyes or what, but does it not seem so much more bright here all the time? It really does. But enough complaining about that. Let's go into Bookmans. That's very nice of you to just sacrifice your shades like that.
You're welcome.
There's a few more Switch games since the last time we were here for sure, but there's not really much more PlayStation games. So I don't know, we're gonna have to think hard about this. I like this Cal Dreamcast game. See anything up here you like?
Well, it's all stuff we already have, like Mario Kart, Super Smash, Animal Crossing. And that Dragon Ball game looks cool, but...
Are you into that?
No, you are, but...
Super.
Super Dragon Balls. They have the Little Big Planet game on PS Vita, which would be very tempting to get, except we don't have a PS Vita yet, so it would be kind of a pointless purchase at this moment. But that's one we don't have.
Usually what they do here is if it's a $20 or above game, they put in that lockbox, but it looks like they've begun to not necessarily always do that. I would love to have a copy of Bushido Blade. I think I have Bushido Blade 2. Not sure, I'd have to look. Never could get my hands on the original though. Let's see what else they got. Definitely comment below if you see anything we gotta get though. What'd you find? Lowell, you want? Here's Bushido Blade. That's pretty dope.
It's only $2.
Is it really?
That's funny.
So I think I've decided on Bushido Blade, the first one, and then Lemmings. Looks like some great platforming. That puts me at $37, which leaves $3. So check out this. I'm trying to find like a $3-ish Game Gear game I don't have, and I'm kind of getting bummed out because there's a lot of Game Gear games here I don't have because they've restocked recently. But they're not $3, of course. I'm probably gonna be hard pressed to find one for $3 that I don't have because I'll have already bought them. Look, I've got that NBA Jam. I'm running out of room. $10 for Prince of Persia, Dracula for $8. Seeing a lot of that. A lot of $8 games that I don't have. Jurassic Park, NBA Jam. Let's just shuffle them all. I've got columns. More NBA Jam. Clutch Hitter. I don't know if I have that or not. Also, look, you know who that is?
Hey.
It's Elisa. We didn't come here with her. She's following us. She just happened to be here. It's hilarious. Can't believe, honestly, I can't believe it hasn't happened before as much as we game shop. This town's not that big. $10 for something Rage. $6 for Game Gear. We're getting closer. I think this is the last couple rows. $4 Super Moto. Mortal Kombat, got that. G-Lock, got it. I got that in box. X-Men, got it. Ren and Stimpy, got it. Alien, $20. Pocket. I'm thinking this last $3 is going to be the hardest part, don't you think? G-Lock. Alright, well, let's try to find something else that's $3.
It's really funny, some of the stuff that ends up in the like housewares section. Like there's a Conair light, a wall-mounted light here. Wouldn't have expected that to be here, but hey, here it is. Never waste a good hair day. It's the true words. Some really fun stuff though. It's always something interesting to look at here. Little pony. Be free!
They've really started behaving differently here. Look at this. $30 game, not in the lockbox. They didn't used to do that.
Interesting.
And I don't have that. I'd like to have it, but we don't have $30 left to spend. We've got $3. How do you spend $3 at a game store? It's not easy to do.
That is tough.
Hannah Bob has suggested searching for Power Rangers comic books here. She's in the P's. Is that all the P's?
Yeah, that's going into R. It's gone.
It's right.
No luck. The children's section. You have the adult door and the kids door. Let's go through the kids door. Be free! That was fun. This is the kind of stuff that I like looking at because it's all the things from my childhood. Like I watched all of these, I read all of these. Those were fun. I got one of those at the book fair. That's how I started the series. It was okay. It's a decent series. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Anybody else read those? I know the Captain Underpants series is something Dallas definitely read when he was a kid. Ah, the Harry Potter wall. The Aragon series. I know Dallas read those too. I didn't read those. That was a boy book. Actually, I liked a lot of spooky ghost stories. That was kind of what I was into, hence the Goosebumps collection that I had.
Well, I've been shopping all day. She shows up out of nowhere and finds find of the day. That's nuts though. Totoro on VHS.
$8.
$8. And it's a what? How much you say it's worth?
I think it's worth 40.
Yeah, it'll probably be worth a fortune. You put it in a nice new plastic case.
Yeah. All right, quiz time. I want to see if you guys know some of these movies. I'm gonna do 3 of them. All right, easy one. It's a Brad Pitt movie. It's a drama. Growing younger with each passing year and finding love somewhere in the middle. That's an easy one. Let's see. Tom Cruise movie. Action. Big explosion, fancy car, and nearly impossible missions. That one might be easy too. Be free!
First one I picked up, $3. I think that means we have to get it. That makes a perfect even 40. Woo! You want some Arthur Racing?
Sure.
Well, I'm pretty happy about that. I left with 3 video games that I got with the credit, and then this extra stuff is just some trading card stuff I bought for our other channel. But There's a fourth disc here. I guess we can talk about that in a little bit. Dan and Elisa were here. We just coincidentally happened to run into them, and they asked me if I wanted it because they were going to trade it in, I guess, or bring it back, and they wouldn't take it, so they just gave it to me. It's pretty awesome. All right, I know this is kind of an unfamiliar place for us to do our wrap-ups in, and honestly, there's no need to get used to this space for this channel. This is a space I'm building out for our second channel. But it might be hard for me to stay away from it entirely. I'm trying to build these channels kind of separate because there's a lot of stuff going on our second channel that a lot of you may not be into, trading cards, etc. But if you see anything here you like, pretty please go click the link below, Rubber Duck Yellow. It's our other channel. Doing card game, board game, other types of stuff that's kind of adjacent to this channel, but not exactly what we do here. But it's going to be hard to stay away from this space on this channel, on our main channel, because of this right here. It's just too nice for wrap-up stuff. Look how easy it is to look at what we got, right? I don't know. We used to use a camera setup like this on this main channel. It's the same table I built and used on this channel ages ago, but it's difficult. I've taken it down, I've put it back up, I've assembled it, disassembled it, you name it. But I thought, just so I could kind of announce that today, that this video is going live Monday, is the day that our big Pokemon, our big weekly Pokemon video goes live on our other channel. So make sure you go check that out. It'll be up later. If you're watching this video, when it first goes live, it kind of takes a while for the other video to go live. We post those much later in the day than we do on this channel. But let's talk about these video games that I bought. I'm very excited about them. I'm actually pretty excited about Arthur Ready to Race. We want to do racing series here on this channel. We don't play as many video games on this channel as we should. We always try to get into it. We do a few, and then it's months before we do them again. So that's not really going to happen anytime soon. But if ever we get around to finding the time or the ability to post more specific gaming content, I bet racing games will be like 80-90% of what we do, because there are so many random good ones that you just need to try them. I mean, if you have this game, you need to try it, and I wholeheartedly plan to. Okay, the good stuff I got today. This case is in really gnarly condition. I'll be giving it a replacement case for sure. But it's a copy of Bushido Blade, and the disc is looking pretty good. That is probably the clearest a disc has ever showed up on this channel, wouldn't you say? Nice and clean. This top-down camera is a very good way to look at things closely, which is why I built it, because you can imagine the trading card stuff we're going to be doing on our other channel. It really takes some pretty close eyeballing. That's beautiful. I have not played Bushido Blade, but Dan and Elisa, who you saw we ran into on this episode, randomly, they were just there at the store shopping, and I walked right up to them, and I was like, well, hey guys. They were telling me how much they like Bushido Blade, and I might have played it a little when I was younger, because I was super into this kind of thing, samurai, etc., etc. But I don't have any real memories of it, so this is definitely something I'll be excited to play sometime soon. All right, two more things to talk about. Lemmings. I was on the fence about a couple different games, and thank God Dan and Elisa were there, because they told me this was definitely a game I was going to like. Some really good platforming, and platforming is my favorite kind of gaming, so this definitely needed to be in my collection. And I will be putting this one in probably tonight. Platforming, that's all there is to it. I love it. So I really am excited to have more PlayStation 1 games in my collection from store credit. And if you guys are in any way familiar with any of these games I got, definitely let me know in the comments below. But the last one here, this was from Dan and Elisa. They just handed it to me. They were like, here, you can have this. And so it kind of looks, I don't know if it's quite the same vein as Bushido Blade, but I kind of looked at some artwork from it. It definitely looks like something I'll like, nonetheless. So don't have the case for it, but it doesn't matter, because I'm going to play that. Very happy to have all those. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you're familiar with all these games. Which one do you think I should play first? I get all my best game tips from you guys. I'm very excited about it. And let me know also in the comments below if you'd like to see me and Hannah get back to doing some of this racing game stuff that we've always wanted to do more of. I think it would be fun. So with these trading videos that we're going to continue to make, I'm excited about two things. One, we don't do enough ongoing series on this channel. A lot of what we do is just day-to-day life vlog, go. We used to try to do some stuff continually, weekly, and we just never were good at it. But this is something I think we're going to be able to stick with, because there's nothing that excites me more about bringing home lots of video games. So That's one thing I'm excited about. But the other thing I'm excited about is the numbers of it all. It's kind of like a little game for me to play with myself. I'm very excited with making this series to continue to keep track of the numbers of how much we spend on stuff to trade in and how much value we get out of it. So I'm going to be sure every time we make an installment in this ongoing series to document the exact numbers of where we're at. So let's talk about the numbers real quick. So to date, we've traded in 2 trumpets and a flute, and for all of those, for those 3 instruments, we've spent $75. And to date, the trading credit that we have gotten for those instruments and spent is $315. And that's, we've basically quadrupled our money. If you do the math, that's about 4.2 times increase. And I like that. I think that's a pretty good percentage ratio there. I would like to, it's a percentage of 24%. You do the math. I'd like to get it to 10%. I would really like to make it a 10 times multiplier by the time we're done with this. So hopefully I can continue to do better and stretch that percentage out. I don't know how well we do it. A quarter sounds pretty realistic, because what you have to consider is that when you trade this stuff in, most places you're going to do trade in with are usually, though not always, going to try to give you about half the value. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If we're talking GameStop here, they give you like 8%. We're not talking about the same thing there, but the kind of store I like to shop at, they typically, it's very typical for them to give you about half in trading credit of what they'll sell it for, or if they're doing cash, it'll be even less, like a quarter to 30%. And I always do trading credit. I'm not in this for the cash. This is not the avenue that I go down to make money. This is just how a strategy for me to increase our video game collection, because Hannah and I love collecting those video games. So we're going to go away with that. We're going to go away setting at having quadrupled our money, but I want to get it to 10 times. So definitely, as we continue to go make our thrifting videos and do what we do, definitely be shouting out anything you see in the comment section at the thrift stores, letting us know if there's anything there that looks like we should maybe go try to trade it in. I'm very excited to continue doing this. I'm a little nervous though too, because who knows if we're even going to find anything again soon to do this. In a perfect world, I would love to make one of these videos every week for the rest of the year. That's really, it's a goal, but I'm not married to it, because I do understand that this is going to be at the whim of whether or not stuff shows up to do it. But I'm happy. I'm happy about it. And I'm happy about this new space. So pound that like button, smash it if you liked this video. Let me know if you'd like to see us keep doing this. I'm having fun doing it. We're not going to slow down the thrifting videos or anything, but things get monotonous when you do this every day. So I'm going to have a lot of fun changing it up, just doing this once a week or once every couple weeks. So let me know what you think. And then also, before you get out of here, do me a couple favors. Do check out the other channel so you can kind of see what all this that I'm working on is for. This space is by no means done, but it's at least usable where I've got it now. So if you want to see this space continue to grow, because you're not going to see it a lot on this channel, definitely go subscribe to that other channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of pretty things as I find the right stuff at the thrift store on this channel to put in here. So go subscribe to that channel. Also, before we go, do me a big favor. Check out our merch store, TindosTrash.com. We've got a lot of merch you can go put your eyeballs on. And then the other thing you can do before we go is check out our public Discord. Come chat over there with not only me, but a lot of people watching these videos. If you see something in the comments being talked about you'd like to see talked more about, it's probably going on over on the Discord. That's it, guys. We do post daily videos on this channel, so make sure that you come back tomorrow. We'll do this all again. Well, not this. We're not going to probably go do a trading video for another week, but we will go thrifting. We will do some cool stuff. Let's come back for that. Until then, guys, peace out.